Can you tell us briefly how you were arrested last 2006? What was your work and activities before the incident?
First, I would like to make it clear that we were not arrested. We want to call it as an abduction, as a form of kidnapping. There's no warrant of arrest when we were picked up by heavily armed men that later on they introduced themselves as police officers and elements of the Navy Intelligence Security Forces. Before I was abducted together with my 4 companions, I am working full-time as a full-time activist in a peasant organization in the province of Cavite. I am doing research and I am also serving as a public information officer. We were serving the farmer sector in Cavite to help them in their problem, especially with the issue of landlessness.
You said you were subjected to torture while under the custody of these elements.
That's right. On the very first minute that they told us to get off from our car, they already handcuffed us, they punched us, they kicked us, they blindfolded us, and then they put us inside the van. We were kept and held incommunicado for 7 days. We were not allowed to talk to our lawyers and our family, and we were subjected to long interrogation and torture. One of my companion, his leg was burned. We were not allowed to eat, we were not allowed to drink, and we were not allowed to sleep.
How does it affect you and your family?
As an activist, I can say that I'm a bit ready with this kind of incident, but when I experience it myself, I am also surprised that the state and the government is still doing this kind of torture, doing this kind of abduction. Of course, my family was affected. We learned that there are some sort of surveillance in our house. My eldest son, he was not allowed to visit me regularly while I'm inside the jail.
Did you file counter charges against the state elements?
We tried. On the very first month after we were put inside jail, the commission, we filed a counter charges before the Commission on Human Rights, but until now, the Commission on Human Rights referred the case to the Ombudsman, but there's no any development until this time.
Did you get any compensation from the government after you were released from prison?
Unfortunately, none, not a single centavo. Imagine for 28 months that we were incarcerated, we tried to file a sort of claim before the Department of Justice because we heard that there's a particular program from the DOJ that they are giving imprisoned, unconvicted and prisoner who were released, but they denied our request.
Do you think an anti-torture law will stop these human rights violations in the Philippines?
Last July 15, 2007, the Philippine government passed an anti-terrorism law. The law actually is allowing to arrest or without any warrant any people who are being suspected as terrorists, and they can be detained for more than 72 hours, which is actually the allowed time before you were presented in a regular court. But this anti-terrorism law will definitely put more human rights violation against the people of the Philippines. So we believe that it is about time for the Philippine Congress, for the Philippine government to review an anti-torture law. It will enable and help the victims of the torture in the Philippines.